to begin to produce some of what we import in the country so that we reduce that import bill, and so that we also inspire others, because we hope that Cooper Pharma will prove that you can actually produce pharmaceuticals in Rwanda, and that you can actually make it competitive, not just for the market of Rwanda, but also for the East African market, which, by the way, today is about 162 million people. And so we don't only see you as helping us to reduce that trade deficit, but also to begin to show other pharmaceutical companies that you can become competitive in Rwanda, you can produce in Rwanda, and that you can actually make good business, which is what we expect Cooper Pharma to make from now on. And so today is a very important day for us to begin this journey with Cooper Pharma. It builds on a very important relationship that the government of Rwanda and the government of Morocco have. And since almost a year now, 2016, we've had our embassy from Morocco in Rwanda. And we've had very strong diplomatic relations since the visit of the king. And so we find that not only is this important in economic and trade terms, but it also builds on very important diplomatic relations that we have with the Kingdom of Morocco. And it's not just that. We believe that south-to-south trade and investment is very crucial for countries such as ours. We don't always have to look for, the north and south relationships, but Morocco is an example that you can actually have very meaningful relationships and cooperations between the south and south components of the world, which is what we're showing today.
We have excellent diplomatic, business and social ties, and in the program of Rwanda there was a need to have localization of local manufacturing in pharmaceuticals, and it is aligned with our strategy to cooperate with the partnering countries and friends to promote and transfer our know-how in terms of pharmaceuticals. So it's a real partnerships that goes beyond business to provide for local population of Rwanda, but also for the region, quality made medicine under the GMP's rules. The investment first phase will comprise of injectable forms, steriles, and also on oral forms to cover a broad spectrum of antibiotics, of painkillers, of essential medicine used in clinics and hospitals, but also common medicine for cough, for cold, for cardiology, for gastrology. And then we will grow phase by phase to add other technologies.
Definitely. Now, one thing that I would love to maybe get to know about is, when do you expect this factory to start operating, and how much quantity are we looking at to be produced when it starts?
Okay, so we are targeting 18 months to be up and ready with phase one, and the volumes that we are targeting are in the range of 10 to 20% of the local needs for the first phase.
All right. Now, one thing that we will also want to look at is that our World Health Organization is in a fight against counterfeit drugs. This is something that is big all around globally. Just give us a sense on what you think about this, and maybe how you're going to tackle it with Cooper Pharma.
So this is an essential point, and the studies have shown that the experience of local manufacturing in countries like Ghana or Bangladesh has helped dramatically to decrease the share or the market share of counterfeits. So when you install in a country a local manufacturing capabilities that is compliant with WHO standards, with GMP standards, and you have quality control in the operations and quality control at the Ministry of Health, this is helping a good flow, a good supply of good quality product, and decreasing the counterfeits. You see, because you have the problem where counterfeits are driving is the lack of availability. So when you organize availability locally, you are decreasing this counterfeit factor. This has been clearly shown in studies that in Ghana and Bangladesh, where they were suffering from with rates of counterfeit of 30 to 40% of the total consumption, and when they installed local manufacturing plants, this has dramatically decreased.
Normally, due to the weather in sub-Saharan Africa, malaria is a big threat. But also, as of recent days, we've seen cancer taking a lead in the diseases that are actually taking people day to day. What are you looking at in this kind of conversation?
You're right. We have noticed that in Morocco also. Cancer now is significant, and in Morocco, Kingdom of Morocco, there has been a great experience to tackle the cancer plea, and it was done thanks to the Association Lalla Selma de lutte contre le cancer, and we were very happy as other pharma companies and organizations to contribute in that. So Morocco has the experience to share if Rwanda or countries of East Africa are interested in that. And as of Cooper Pharma, we are also handling anti-cancer products, and will be happy to share this know-how and product if it makes sense. But your point is right. The pathologies that our African population are suffering from are changing. It is more aligned now with what countries in the West are suffering from: cancer, cardiovascular, nervous system. So our mission here is double: is first to provide the essential medicine made locally with good quality, but also to provide the medicine of of newer diseases, and of diseases that are inherited from our new way of life. This cancer, all these diseases are also coming from way of life that are not great, because we don't eat good, we don't exercise, and this impacts us. So we will do a dual approach with the government of Rwanda to try to provide that. But I'm saying that always with a long time span. Healthcare and pharmaceutical it's long cycles. So we will do all that in good intelligence with the market needs, step by step, because we are here, if God wills, for the long run.